Hey, we're live with a Barbecue Live podcast. You've got Greg Hasty from American Fire Barbecue. We've got Brianna Vi from Smoking Magic Barbecue. And we got Jamie from All Forked Up for Q. Woo! I got it right. Hey, we got Justin Bowman with us from Bull Creek Barbecue out of Fontana, Kansas, really payola. We got Jay, his partner, that's able to come out with him occasionally. We appreciate having Jay out here. He is definitely the nicer one of the two. Justin, we tolerate, but it's okay. Hey, we got a special guest with us. We started this out with Brad. He's a fluffer, but we brought in the real talent. We've got, I'm going to say this, Sarah Suter, because I've gotten two different last names. Is it Suter or Hirst?
It's Hirst.
It's Hirst. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So we've got Sarah Hirst. She is the Parks and Rec supervisor, if I read your email right.
Yep.
And she is the organizer of this Great Lenexa BBQ Battle, which is fantastic. We were talking about it a little bit very briefly before she pulled up, and we love this contest. It's huge. We've got 169 teams. They showed up. Yeah, it's fantastic. We got.
Unlike you.
What's that?
Unlike you.
Unlike you, yeah. I showed up.
Should have been 170.
I showed up and I showed out. I'm here.
But you're not cooking.
Oh, well, no, I'm not cooking. That's not my fault. We're not going to blame Sarah. That's not my fault.
That's right. I'm sorry. Take one of these teams out right over here.
It's my business's fault.
We loaned him a trailer. I'm just
Well,
saying.
Right, I
I
know.
just want to say they're in an RV spot.
I don't have an RV.
No RV.
I know.
And it really
Our trailer
kind
doesn't have AC is the real reason why he's not here.
Oh, fair. It's a little toasty out
It
here.
looks like a little white one. It ain't got no AC. The truth is,
either.
I literally
No
have a
ice or
2,000-pound pit, and I couldn't get it transferred over,
There's
so it is what it is. So,
Yep.
hey, I'm happy you came over here, and I really appreciate you letting us do this. I know I tried to get out here so I could cook. I really wanted to cook. I haven't been out here since 2017, and I know we talked earlier. You're a new organizer in the last 3 years. This is your third year doing this
Correct.
contest. Again, we love it. And we'll tell everybody about it. It's great 169 team contest. There are teams from all over Kansas and Missouri, and hell, we spoke to one earlier from Texas, and there's a lot of public events, a lot of parties, a lot of eating, and a lot of stuff going on, and they got a band, and they got all kind of stuff. I'm going to let Sarah talk about it. Do you want to talk about this and organizing your contest?
Yeah, it's great. Okay, so it's the 41st year of this event. We started back in 1982.
41st, that's amazing. It really is.
Yes, it is. So we started back in 1982. We just forgot about the year 2020 because that sucked for everyone.
Right.
Let's see here. Well, it's a huge operation, right? So
Yeah,
we
right.
have we technically have 186 teams. Like, that's what it used to be. To pare it down and kind of be cognizant of the neighborhood and everything like that. Our max this year was 176. We actually got to 174 with you. And then they dropped like hotcakes. Whoops. We actually had a team coming from Montana. He competed out in Colorado. Kid had something going on with his mouth, and they got to turn around and go back to Montana.
Oh, wow.
So we do have teams from all over the place, but generally speaking, they're most here local. A lot of Lenexa teams, about 60 teams from Lenexa, that much from Olathe and Shawnee as
It's a lot.
well.
It's always kind of a
Yeah.
big family
It is.
party
and that's
kind
really
of deal.
important to
Yeah.
us to keep it really community, not so much as your Memphis MA super competitive type stuff. We don't need a whole bunch of double-decker trailers and stuff like that. So we really want this to be a community event. Come out, enjoy the music, have some fun, drink some beer, behave yourself, please, and and smoke some good barbecue, right?
Yeah.
So.
No, it's a really cool event, and like you said, it's a lot of community people and it's a lot of community folks, Lenexa, Olathe, or whatever, and they come out, they have their tents, and guys, if you could see this, it's just a lot of families and a lot of teams just cooking barbecue, doing what they love, and then sitting out here like they're sitting out in the backyard somewhere. And then there, like I said, there'll be music on the stage tonight. There's some other folks. I know the Pirates of the Barbecue Bay guys that we're with, they're going to have their own little band out here and their own private little party, which is huge.
Well, I know that I judged it 2 years ago. Fantastic. I had a great experience here. We've not had the opportunity to cook it yet.
Yeah.
The date hasn't worked out for us, but this is probably one of the most community involvement comps that I've ever
100%,
seen.
yeah.
Just walking around, getting this deep into where we're at right now is like as far into the competition as you can get as location-wise, and just seeing the amount of public that is out here tonight is awesome because that's what it's all about. Spreading that love of barbecue, family, bringing people together. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite things about it.
For sure. It's really important for us to get up. I mean, our big mission for recreation, right, is to get people out and recreate,
Absolutely.
right? Recreation comes in all forms, right?
Yep,
This
definitely.
is still a competition. This is still a sport, right?
Your job is community, right?
Right,
That's
exactly.
who you support, right?
Right,
So I
exactly.
used to work for the city of Olathe, Kansas for 15
fun.
years. Yeah, I was in the IT department and worked closely with Parks and Recs folks and fire. And you got the whole gamut out here. You got fire PD, you got everybody to run this kind of event. And it's really cool. I can't say enough about it. I wish we could cook it more. You and I were talking earlier, and I'm not going to drop any hints or anything, but I'm just going to say that I want to be on that list. Please remember my name. That if the parking lot extends,
It is.
I want to bring my big trailer.
So, all right.
Yeah,
You and
that's
Joe.
two of us.
Yeah, and
there's
Joe
a
is
couple.
Joe-
He already hit me up. He's like, Sarah, can I get 10 more feet? And I was
Yeah.
like, let's go look.
Yeah. Joe is our boy. Literally, if you did go that way, I mean, that's the only thing that stops this being that stop on the circuit for a lot of people that cook week in and week out. It's because we're all running pretty big rigs at 40 feet, and 30 feet just doesn't do it. So, we know small spots. We have, 50 foot at the Royal, but it's 18 by 50. We're fine with that. We'll cram in. We'll do whatever we need to do. I just want to cook this thing. I love this event, and I was here in 2017. I had a smaller trailer back then, and we loved it. And we had a good old time. And in 18, we went to a bigger trailer. It just didn't work out anymore. So
For sure.
I want to keep supporting your event. Is there? What do you think about your event? What do you want to see for the future of your event? Are you really? I know you're kind of just replicating the past, right? And it's been a great deal. It's been going for 41 years. So
That's right.
Yeah.
We really want to have a lot of, get younger families out here. That's really important. That's why we still have
We gotta
the kids
grow- we
area
gotta
and
grow
stuff.
barbecue.
That's right.
We gotta
It's
grow it.
important to keep it going, but keep it as a tame party and
Right.
keep it still community. That's
Yep.
really important because we don't want to be a giant, massive competition. We can't fit
Right.
all these 40-foot rigs like
Yep.
you're talking about. So it's the balance, right, between those big rigs and the community, smaller spaces. And I think that's
you went out of Sarco Park last year, right? Was that or a year
was
before?
in
Year before?
21. We were
21.
out at Freedom Fields.
Yeah. Why was that? Were you doing work in here, or is it just
No, because that was all COVID, and we had to space
right,
out between the
right.
teams. It was just guidance from KCBS.
I'll be honest with you. I love the park. I mean, I really,
it's
it's
a
a beautiful park.
Yeah,
this is cool here.
It's a good park. It's a really popular park. It's
So
one of the most popular
2021
parks.
was the year I judged. So when we
Oh.
pulled up here, I was like, oh, this is a different location.
Yeah.
And this is awesome. Walking in.
Yeah.
And then the whole feel and the whole vibe of the park is amazing. There's trees for shade. Taking us back to our roots of cooking under tents. I think most of us probably started, cooking under a tent. And most of the people that want to compete, even if they've got those big trailers, they figure out a way to make it work with the smaller size. So,
That's right.
have you ever thought about doing like a kids queue or something on that?
Yeah, we have, and we were trying to figure that out for this year, actually. But with all the construction,
Yes.
we knew we were losing a lot of staff to manning that parking. So hopefully next year with a new improvement, this soccer field right over here to my left is actually turning into a parking lot with
Right.
about at least 150, I think, parking spots. So it's going to have a little bit different feel up here. It might even be more. I don't know. I'm not in on the design scheme of anything for this park, but it might shift the feel and the vibe of some of the teams, but it also, I think it'll add to the, and it'll allow, with having more staff, because our parks guys were actually going to man the kids' queue part.
Oh, cool.
We had
Wonderful.
Yeah, so they were going to do it because they like to cook, and at this point they're just kind of hanging out and putting out fires, not real ones, but fires as they need to. So it would be a fun addition for them.
Cool.
For sure, for their duties. So
Very cool. Well,
I just don't know how to do it. Like I gotta. Pick brains from the American Royal, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. I've never seen it in person.
We can help you with that. Just call.
Okay,
Any of
great.
us can. We organize and we do
Yeah.
things, and a lot of us know and have had kids that do it. So
Perfect.
It's a fun thing. It'd be a good thing to have,
We have
especially
4
with all,
kids that
especially
compete
with,
in kids'
Oh, really?
queues on a
Okay.
regular basis. Yeah.
especially all the kids we have
Yeah.
running around here.
I mean, we
so.
got a lot.
Yeah, there's a ton
That's why we
of
thought
kids.
tonight
yeah.
would be a perfect night to do it.
Oh, 100%. So in
Okay.
3 years you've been doing this, right?
Yep.
And I don't know what your barbecue journey has been up to that point, but how has it maybe affected you now? I mean, does this inspire you to cook in the backyard and grill? And
I mean, it doesn't inspire me. It might inspire my husband.
Right,
He always
right.
doing that. He has a team out here. This is the only competition
he does? Oh,
every
cool.
year. That's it. It's very recreational. But he
Very
just
cool.
buys all the smokers because he wants to, right?
Yeah, no, I don't blame him.
So, someone asked me the other day, like, what do you love about this? And the
Right.
one thing I do love is just making it all come together. You know, that back end logistics, like getting over here, making everything happen. I mean, that brings me joy personally, because it is a warm, awesome, fun event, right?
Yeah.
Minus the rain that may be in the forecast tomorrow.
Yeah, we're not going to talk
That's
about
tomorrow.
that.
Yeah,
We'll be out of here by then, so we'll be okay.
Yeah, but 2017.
I'll be on the way home from St. Louis.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, if you can bring that weather back from 2017 that we had, it was
right.
beautiful. It was
Oh,
sunny,
no.
75.
Oh,
So,
get out of here.
What are we talking about?
You?
awesomeness.
Sarah's talking
Mike
about how
McGee
you all are
from
probably going to get your
Pirates
card
of Barbecue
pulled.
Bay, guys.
Your card's getting pulled. You're out of here.
He
Taking up
loves
too
me
much
because I
room.
got him some electricity this year. They were talking about pulling it from him. So what?
It's touch and go, and you nailed it.
That's right. That's right. So
That's
all right.
fantastic. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm-
Anything else you want to know?
No, I do love it. You got a lot of judges and
Yeah, we have about 200 judges, which is too many for this
Right.
many teams.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to settle about one set. No, that's not right. I don't know. I'm not in the judges. By right, man does that.
169. So you probably have to do the math.
By the
Divide
time
by
you do
6, and
table
you got table
captains and all that.
captains and
Yeah.
volunteers.
Yeah, it'd be pretty close at 200.
Literally, it'd be pretty
200,
close
yeah.
to 200. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah. How
we're
much
gonna
of that is certified, or do you
You
know?
know, I think it's over half.
Over half?
I think
Cool.
it's about 75% of
Oh
them
wow,
are.
very good.
So,
That's hard to do with 200.
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. I mean, we have a lot of sponsor judges. That's
Right.
part of their, sponsorship package and stuff
Right.
like that. But
Cool.
our mayor judges too. He tries to be secret in there.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
whatever,
we call them celebrity judges.
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
So you can tell him that. He's
Okay.
a celebrity
He's a
judge.
celebrity.
He'll probably go seek out the news and say, I'm a celebrity judge. I'm out here. Just kidding. I
This
don't
is
know
his
your
last year's mayor, so
Is it
this
really?
is it. He's
Oh,
got
wow.
to live it up.
Cool.
Or not. He may want to hide.
Maybe.
Yeah, you don't want to let them know you're a
Right.
judge, right?
No, yeah, you don't.
No, that's pretty cool. You do an awesome job, Ed. I organize a much smaller one, but it's more team centric and we're less community involved now.
Yeah.
We do it out in Oak Grove and with BBQ and Halloween weekend, so we have a lot of fun. It's a double. We do 2 Master Series, 2 backyards, and a rib burn. So we got 5 contests in one weekend. Now everyone wants to add dessert and a rib burn, a chicken burn, a pork burn, and a brisket burn. It's the end of the year, team of the year points chase.
And then work in that community involvement too, Greg,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So talking to, oh my God, Danny. I forget her name. Sorry. Hey, out at Oak Grove, we
It's
talked
Dana.
about that last year. I was like, man, we
Yeah,
could
Dana.
get
Dana,
yeah.
yeah.
We could get a good community involvement. That's out at Ben Oaks Golf Course, the old one. They got 200 acres out there. And I was like, you guys need a band, a Friday night community event, a trick or treat party, a
I think the swimming
hayride.
pool should be open.
The
That
pool,
might be dangerous,
The new
Jamie.
aquatic center will not be open.
Right.
But they have a hayride and they can do all that stuff, right? And she was very interested. She goes, oh, that sounds so cool. And I was like, if we get the public out here, it helps everybody, right?
Right.
We do it through the community, through Parks and Rec, and it can help us with sponsors and try and do our event. We raise money for a cancer organization and a local veteran organization out of our contest, and that's where all my money goes for that. And we're not trying to promote it for anything other than raising money for those charities. So I want to get it where I can get the money up and get the sponsors, and I know we got to have the public to attract sponsors.
That's
Which
right.
you probably know something about.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I have your email now, so I may actually have to ping you and ask you about driving sponsors and how you do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're banging down your door, if you got to go out and get them. So
A little bit of both.
yeah.
But yeah, we have a whole sponsorship package that we push out to
Cool.
old sponsors from previous years, and some of them have commitments with whatever their funding is. I don't know all the terms
Sure.
for that, but
Sure.
they've got to support, community events.
Cool.
So we've been really successful at that, and it actually helps offset the costs
No,
for
absolutely.
the competition. I mean, we were almost, I think last year. I mean, we're not here to make money. We're a Parks and Recreation
Right.
department.
No, 100%.
But I think we're at 88% cost recovery for this event, which is
Oh, wow.
phenomenal.
Well, your
Unlike
your
some
leaders.
places.
Yeah. Your leadership will love that.
Yes,
I mean,
they
100%.
did. Yeah, because normally festivals are just
If you can make it expense neutral, or it doesn't have to make money, right?
Yeah,
Just cover
right.
the cost, right?
That's right. That's right.
That's pretty cool. Well, if
Yeah.
you're doing that, you're doing a great job.
Well, thank you.
Sarah, I really appreciate meeting you.
Yeah,
It
it's
was good to
awesome
meet
to
you
have an
guys.
organizer out and
No,
talk
it's
to an
cool.
organizer.
No,
yeah.
100%. I want to get a judge in here. Find a judge.
They're not here. They'll be here tomorrow.
I know,
Tomorrow,
but there's
Greg,
some.
come on
There's some.
You have a judge right next to you.
Yeah, she is.
She's legit.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
She's a better cook than she is a judge. I'll guarantee you that. There's judges walking around here. I know there is. I want to
There
get a
is.
judge out here. I want to put him on the spot for the barbecue team. He's good. Lord, what was that?
Was that Jamie?
Was that?
I thought that was like a sound effect.
That was not me.
That was Bree cussing again. That's a sound effect. We got that in there.
Look at me as a judge, Greg.
Sarah, we really appreciate it. Now, you're doing a
You're
great job,
welcome.
and it was
Thank
really
you.
nice to meet you. And I really loved it. I know you didn't want to do this.
I did not, but
when
that's
you
okay.
when you drove by, it was
It's
your
fine.
fault. You drove by to see.
I know. Sorry.
So I really appreciate you coming and
Thank
talking
you for
to
taking
us.
the
and
time to talk to
Best
us.
of luck
Thanks for
tomorrow.
making me do it. It's great.
Best of luck tomorrow. Doing a great job.
All right.
We'll talk to you
Appreciate
later.
it. All right. Bye-bye,
Thanks.
guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.